in so much trouble.
I told you, the game's over!
What does happen and what should happen when we're talking about inquiries or banks actually pulling your credit report can be two completely different things. So what should happen is they should get your written consent and they should ask you before pulling your credit report. Now what does happen is a lot of times people will call me and say, this bank or lender keeps on pulling my credit report and I'm not giving them permission. How can they do that? Chances are, if you've had any past dealings with them, a bank account, past loans, credit, any kind, you've probably already given them consent in that written legal jargon fine print area that will say that they can pull your credit not only for that application, but any future applications that you deal with them. Now, even if you're not applying, they can also pull your credit just to check in on you and also see if you qualify for other additional credit products. So that's something that happens quite often. Another big problem that happens is when you go and you test drive vehicles. So you give them the driver's license and then you may sign something saying it's all your fault if you crash it. Then you go and have the test drive. By the time you've come back, some dealerships will actually pull your credit report and send it off to 5 or 6 different other banks who will also pull your credit report, and their system's doing all this automatically just to see who will give you the best rates and terms so that when you come back off that test drive they have some financing package available for you. So this is something that happens commonly that you're signing for, or you might be giving them implied consent because you're giving them information that you may not be aware of. So the only ways that you can get around this is, one, don't ever send or give them your information. So all banks and lenders need to pull your credit report is your name and address and birth date, and they can pull your credit report. Now, if you have had past dealings with this institution before and you want it to stop, then what you have to do is go to that institution and ask them for a withdrawal of consent form that you can then sign and send off to them. And most banks, lenders, the sales rep, they don't really know that this form exists, or it's not a very common request, so they might give you a little hassle about it, or you might have to talk to some managers about it. But every bank institution should have this withdrawal of consent form so that you can have them to stop pulling your credit report, and then you can move on. No, no. What's your problem?